Lights come down, the wagon gets off the line first, not in a hurry. Tampa Carcass certainly does. 49 reaction time. He rounded up the Falcon wagon. It's going to be a good, strong run for Tampa Carcass. 890 at 156 miles per hour. The second quickest so far tonight at 156 miles per hour, or 1634 at 90 miles per hour. 72, the Holden Commodore in the crowd side lane up against Calder. 003, Dion Marlowe's Marlowe gets up the line. Going to move around a fair bit. Went a 902 earlier. Let's see if he gets down into the 8s on this run. Stops the clocks 903, so 1/100th of a second slower at 150 miles per hour to a 1362 at 103 miles per hour.
As Little Ford gets off the line first, there's Silver sits there. Silver eventually leaves the line. Calder's been on a good pass, and he did jump on the brakes last time round, but certainly not this time, as he takes it through with a 912 at 149 miles an hour to a 1428 at 102 miles an hour.
As a reaction time went to the Little Mitsubishi in the far lane of 106 to 1.419, 1.413 rather. It's going to be Skyline all the way down as he stops the clocks at 1172, 122 miles per hour to 1277 at 120 miles per hour.
Little Ford Ute gets off the line first, a 0.69. The Holden Commodore lane 2 3.38, but he has rounded up the Ford by half track and powers on pass. The Ford has had a previous run, as has the Holden, but we don't have a time, and the Holden takes through with a 12.00 at 119 miles an hour. Problems for the Ford, he had run a 12.16, but this time round a 17.90 something, Craig. Easy back out once again. This time he is running up against car 171, which is Steve. Guard stage up, much easier on line 471 to a 691 for lane 2. And it's going to be the HQ all the way from start to finish. Has run an 11.64 this time. 11.30. 22 miles an hour, 1365, 107 miles an hour. Only $15 plus the postage and Ali see it, car staged up. Calder's been a great run this time round. Let's see what he does. He goes through the bottom end. A 788 at 176 miles an hour. Craig, did you see that? 788.
Yeah, great run for Ali. Boys will be happy with that, no doubt. Count him 177, Smoky One by the look of it. The original is out doing some passes up against the Mustang. Smoky One goes through 1636 at 87 miles per hour to a 1219 at 123 miles per hour.
Which is Frank in the Toyota. And Steve gets off the line first. Look at that Toyota go. A 2.28 reaction time, but he's rounded up the Subaru and flies on through. Goes through with an 893 at 152 miles an hour and a 1354 at 101 miles an hour. A big launch for the Toronto in lane 1, got off the line with a 581 reaction time, looks to be on a great pass, has run a 1096 this time round, goes through with a 946, 131 miles an hour, knocks off almost 1.5 seconds off his best run.
Little Mitsubishi gets off the line, 995 reaction time, 2.249 for Marchese. That's a little unusual for Frank. Frank rounds up the Mitsubishi by half track, 720 to half track. Takes the HQ through with his best yet, a 1057 at 147 miles per hour. That's 237 kilometres per hour to a 1359 at 103 miles per hour. I did.
As Travis gets off the line with a 437 reaction time to 1.88. He's going to lead from start to finish. Has run an 11.55 this time round, an 11.33 at 126 miles an hour. You'd be happy with that. And lane 2 goes through with a 15.07 at 103 miles an hour.
The then descent in the Nissan. Big launch off the line for Placco, 4:43 reaction time. Gets to half track in 6.236 seconds and stops the quarter mile timers with a 980, which is quicker again by 300ths of a second. And both cars up in a full stage, lights come down. Luciani gets off the line first, 5:78 reaction time. Little Mazda RX-7 sat there for just over 3 seconds. So it's going to be Luciani in the HQ all the way through as he stops the clocks 11:54, 116 miles per hour to 11:53, 121 miles per hour.
Both cars now in. Yeah, Danny off the line first, a 6:09 reaction time to a 9:66. Problems for the car in lane 2. Too sure what's happening there, but certainly got some problems. Atrana takes it through for a win with a 10.85, not quite as good as his best at 123 miles an hour. Reet in another Holden in lane 2, that's Holden Tirana. Both cars staged up. Tirana gets off the line first. Problems for the Holden in lane 1. Commodore copped a heap of wheel spin once he gets back into it. It's going to be the Tirana all the way. Has run 11:53 this time round. A 10:69. Have to be happy with that. 129 miles an hour. And the Commodore's not going to be a good one for him. He said something happened to the car off the start line and copped some wheel spin after that. So 17:41 for him. At Experience Cars, lane 2 got off the line first, a 7.86 to a 9.39. I tell you what, looks like lane 2's just able to round him up at the bottom end and takes it through for a win with a 12.73 at 128 miles an hour to 13.08 at 101 miles an hour. And Peter off the line first, 0.366 reaction time, Mike, a 1.04. It's going to be Peter in the Commodore all the way. Don't have a previous time for him, but he takes the win with 11.00, 123 miles an hour to 12.12 at 121 miles an hour. And John gets off the line first with a 0.757, Kevin a 1.17, but he has rounded him up at half track. So the Porsche is going to take it through for a win. He has run a 12.77, and this time round he beats that at 12.52 at 118 miles an hour to a 14.84 at 97 miles an hour. Michael, make that Michelle. Getting it all right tonight. Lane 2 get off the line first with a 0.532. Michelle a 0.746. She has got her nose out in front and looks like she'll be able to keep it that way. She takes the Commodore through for a win with a 12.92 at 108 miles an hour or 14.73 at 92 miles an hour.
Car number 147, Michael in the HSV Holden in the far lane. He has gone a 12.001. Almost into the 11s. We'll see if he can do it this time out. As the green light comes down, lane 1 gets off the line first, 1.795 reaction time to a 3.131. HSV rounds up lane 1 fairly quickly. And it goes on by with a 12.18, this time at 119 miles per hour to a 13.79 at 105 miles per hour.
Anthony in lane 1, big Fairlane takes on the XA Falcon. As the Falcon gets off the line first at a 0.359 reaction time and has run a 12.05. This time round goes through with a 12.12 at 116 miles an hour. The Fairlane eventually will go through with a 16.3.